Hey guys, I'm here at school, and I just finished my bulletin board. I'm gonna show it to you, so we can have it on YouTube. Obviously, you can tell I put a lot of work into this. So yeah, hopefully some of the middle schoolers and maybe some of the elementary students will get something out of this. I don't know, but let's go over it because I decided to do it on quotes, and I called it musically speaking. And so I decided to do it on music quotes, just quotes that I like, musical quotes. A lot of these are really nice. Maybe you'll like a lot of these too. First of all, and I try to use people who are famous. Some of these are people that I don't know, but I like the quote. So, yeah. First one is Jewel. Some people think music education is a privilege, but I think it's essential to being human. George Lucas, the sound and music are 50% of the entertainment in a movie. By the way, if you just want to read this by yourself, then mute the video and you can look at it without me reading it. Haha. Anyway, to listen is an effort, and just to hear is no merit. A duck hears also. Igor Stravinsky. I think the most important thing about music is the sense of escape. Tom York from Radiohead. We don't like their sound, and guitar music is on the way out. That's Decca Records in response to the Beatles in '62. Yeah, they were pretty wrong. Pop music, disco music, and heavy metal music is about shutting out the tensions of life, putting it away. Peter Tork, one of the Monkees, obviously. There's a jazz guy named Bill Frisell. Music for me has always been a place where anything is possible, a refuge, a magical world where anyone can go, where all kinds of people can come together and anything can happen. We are limited only by our imaginations. Bill Frisell. Dave Brubeck, the jazz guy. There's a way of playing safe. There's a way of using tricks, and there's the way I like to play, which is dangerously, where you're going to take a chance on making mistakes in order to create something you haven't created before. Dave Brubeck. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of the coolest things I do when I play is accidents, because that's why it sounds so cool, is because it's unexpected. So it's very cool. Got a cassette tape here. Got a lady playing a hammered dulcimer. And over here we have a guitar, obviously. I think it's a Martin. iPods there. Michelle Branch, she's some actress or a musician, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's so cool that you can pick up the guitar and create something that didn't exist 5 minutes ago. You can write something that no one's ever heard before. You have music at your fingertips. What we play is life. My whole soul, my whole spirit is to blow that horn. Louis Armstrong. Let's see here. You can never stop discovering music. Rashida Jones, that's very true. When I hear music, I fear no danger. I am invulnerable. I see no foe. I am related to the earliest times and to the latest. Henry David Thoreau. Famous classical composer here. If a composer could say what he had to say in words, he would not bother trying to say it in music. Gustav Mahler. Very true. And a saxophone and a banjo. Yes, a banjo next to Mahler. Very funny. Right in the middle of the board. I've never missed a gig yet. Music makes people happy. That's why I go on doing it. I like to see everybody smile. Buddy Guy, the great blues guitarist. Basically, I started singing when I started talking. Music has just been my saving grace my whole life. Mariah Carey. I think that a musician is like a doctor. He's supposed to heal people and make them feel better. Steve Turr. A painter paints pictures on canvas, but musicians paint their pictures on silence. Leopold Stokowski, the famous conductor. That's true. If you think about that for a minute, it's actually true. I love this one. The man that hath no music in himself nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds, is fit for treasons, stratagems, and spoils. William Shakespeare. If you ever find someone who does not like music, that's very unfortunate. That's all I can say. Wes Montgomery played, and this is about Wes Montgomery, the jazz guitarist, by Ronnie Scott, a jazz saxophonist. Wes Montgomery played impossible things on the guitar because it was never pointed out to him that they were impossible. He's a great visionary. I decided to do a song here with the staff here. If you can tell me what this song is, then major kudos to you. I'm not sure if I did it exactly right with the triplets and everything, but I'm pretty sure I got it pretty close. It's just one part of a verse of a song. Anyway, if you can read music, you can probably figure it out. Yeah, I think those eighth notes are supposed to be quarter notes on the triplets, but it's pretty close anyway. Triplets are a little tricky to deal with sometimes with the notation. Anyway, music is love in search of a word. A lot of these things deal with music being about, things that you can't put into words. That's what music is. I mean, you have literature, you have poems, and then you have music. It's its own art form. There's so much instrumental music that speaks volumes, and there's no words. It's very powerful. People haven't always been there for me, but music always has. Taylor Swift. Say whatever you want about Taylor Swift. You can even say that she got this quote from somebody else. Whatever. But I love that quote. That is a great quote. Music is a word within itself, with a language we all understand. Stevie Wonder from Sir Duke. Music produces a kind of pleasure which human nature cannot do without. Confucius, the ancient Chinese philosopher. I have a harp there. I have an old 45 picture, Baby Love by the Supremes, by the way, the old Motown label. And the night shall be filled with music, and the cares that infest the day shall fold their tents like the Arabs, and as silently steal away. Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Like we've already seen a couple of times, music is all about escape. You can forget your cares when you hear music. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Plato, the ancient Greek philosopher. When I say music saved me, I don't say that lightly. Sarah McLachlan. CD, Paul Reed Smith will save Bob Marley. I believe there are certain things that God uses to get us out of a bad situation, and I believe music was one of the things he used for me. Mary J. Blige. And one of the last, definitely not least, one of the cooler ones up here, Bob Marley. One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain. Bob Marley. Anyway, that's my music bulletin board. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe you do too. Let me know what you think. Thank you.